Hi, I'm Ramgopal from presentationprocess.com. In this video, I'll share with you 5 more PowerPoint tips for teachers. A while back, I released this video called 9 PowerPoint tips for teachers, which was quite popular. With more than 120,000 views, 4,000 likes, this video was shared quite a lot among teachers. So this video is a follow-up to this one. So let us jump right in to the first tip, which is how to extract images from a Word document. As teachers, we are required to pick assets from different sources. Let us say you're going through a report which is in the form of a Word document, and the document has a number of useful pictures, charts, etc. which you want to use in your presentations. Is there a way that you can extract all the images from a Word document into a separate folder so you can use those images later? Yes, it is possible, and it really comes in handy, especially when you have to go through a really long report and extract those images from the report. For demonstration purposes, in this Word document, I inserted 5 different images. I'll show you how exactly to extract all these images into a folder, which you can then use in the way you need. All you need to do to extract images from this file is to go to File, go to Save As option, and here you can see I have given it a name. Instead of saving it as a Word document, I'm going to click on the drop-down menu and I'm going to save it as a web page. You can see that we have that option called web page here. So click on that and you say save. You choose a place where you want to save. So I'm going to save it in desktop. That's it. I can access the desktop by taking my cursor to the taskbar, right click and use show the desktop option. And here I have 2 new files. One is a .html file called WordPix, and there is a new folder called WordPix files. Since our original Word document name was WordPix, these 2 folders were automatically assigned the relevant name. Now I'm going to double click on the folder, and here inside the folder I see all the images beautifully extracted. I can easily pick any image and insert it onto my presentation. I just need to select the image, right click and say copy, and then go to the PowerPoint file, right click and say paste. Now I have a high resolution image stuck quite nicely inside my PowerPoint file. Now let me show you another practical application of this particular tip. Let us say I want to extract some images from a PDF file. We all know that it is possible for us to open PDF right inside Word. And once we have that opened, we can extract the images. Let me show you the steps. Here we have a PDF document called Medical Statistics. When I double click on it, you can see that we have a PDF document full of some very interesting images. For example, I have a chart which is like this one, and I have another chart which is this, and I have a nice little flow chart which is this one. So I want to use these images in my PowerPoint. So how do I extract these images? There are 2 ways you can do it. One way is you can use the option called Convert to Microsoft Word. If you are using Adobe PDF Reader, which is a free tool, you directly get this option to convert it into Microsoft Word. Otherwise, you can always open the PDF document right inside Word. Let me close this and show you that option. And I'm going to open Word file. Let me go to File, say Open, and from Desktop, let me pick up this PDF file and say open, and that will give this dialog box, and you can see the dialog box says Word will now convert your PDF to an editable Word document. This may take a while. I'm quite okay with the time, so I'm going to say okay, and I have my Word document open the PDF file. I can go down and I can see we have the same images available here. This chart, we have another chart and so on. Now I can use the same technique that I showed you earlier, which is to save it as a web page. File, Save As, and I have given the name, and let us go here and say web page and say save. I have got it on my desktop, so let me go to the desktop and I have this new folder called Medical Statistics. Let me double click on it and I have all these images nicely extracted. If I want to use this image, I can select it, right click, copy, and then go to my PowerPoint file, add a new slide, and I can stick it, and you can see we have a new high resolution image available for us to use in our presentation. Of course, in all this, I'm assuming you have the permission to use the information. So knowing how to extract images from a Word document can really help you as a teacher. Now let us take the same idea forward and go to our next tip. The tip is how to extract images from a PowerPoint file. Let me open up a PowerPoint file where I have inserted some images. Here I have the file. I have 4 slides with 4 images. I want to show you how to extract all these images into a folder. The technique we are going to use now is different from the one that we showed earlier. So let me close this PowerPoint file. Now we need to change the file extension of our PowerPoint file. By default, the file extension used is .pptx. We need to change it to .zip. But then when we see the name of these files, you can see that we don't have access to the extension. So we need to find a way to have the extension visible so we can make the change to the extension. So let me go to the Start button or the Windows button. Let me click on it and then type File Explorer. As soon as I type file, you can see we have the File Explorer app available. Let me double click on it and that shows all the files available here. We need to go up here and click on View, and we have this option called File Name Extension to be shown. So I'm going to check this and then let me close this. Now we have the extensions shown. Now I can right click and go to Rename option, and here instead of changing the name, I'm going to change the name of the extension. So instead of .pptx, I'm going to call this .zip and let me hit enter. Now this dialog box opens up which says if you change a file name extension, the file might become unusable. Are you sure you want to change it? In this case, I don't mind changing the name, but then if you are using it on any sensitive file, it is always a good idea to have a backup or a copy. Now I'm going to say yes. Now immediately you can see that the file icon is changed. Now this is a zipped folder. So I'm going to double click on it to extract the files. And you can see we have this option called PPT inside it. Let me double click on it. And here I have the folder called Media. Let me double click on it and I have all these images nicely extracted. I can select any of these images by right clicking and by using copy. And then let me go to my PowerPoint file. Let me have a new presentation open and I can insert that picture, and you can see we have a nice image with a high resolution extracted from our earlier presentation available for us to use in any form we like. So that is how you extract images from a PowerPoint file, and this can come in quite handy, especially when you have a really large PowerPoint file from where you need to extract images and store them for future use. Now let us take this idea a bit further and go to our third tip. The tip is how to extract images from a PDF using a free online tool. The tool I'm about to use is called ilovepdf.com. The title here says every tool you need to work with PDFs in one place, and it is 100% free. The tool in this I'm going to use is PDF to JPEG. So let me click on that tool option, and here I need to select the PDF file. Let me select that and let us extract images from our medical statistics PDF. So let me select this and say open. And here I have two options available. One is to convert the page to JPEG or to extract images from this PDF. I'm going to choose the second option and let us say convert to JPEG, and it takes a few seconds to do this operation, and then you can download the JPEG images. Let me go to the folder where it is stored, go to show in folder, and here I have the zipped folder. Let me double click and here I have all the images extracted. If I want to select one of the charts, I can right click, copy, and then go to my PowerPoint file and I can insert it, and you can see we have the chart available nicely, and I can always pick up another one by going here, right click, copy, and I have another one inserted like so. So it is that easy for you to extract images from a PDF using this free online tool. While it is always useful to extract images from different sources like a Word document, PowerPoint file, or a PDF, it is also helpful for us to know how to convert a PDF into PowerPoint directly. So let us go to our fourth tip, which shows you how to convert PDF to PowerPoint. Once again, let me go to the same free tool called I Love PDF, and here you have the option to convert PDF to PowerPoint. You just click on that option, you select your PDF file, You pick the file from its location and you say open, and that is inserted here. You need to just click on this option here called convert to PPTX, and it takes a couple of seconds to do the conversion, and you can download the PowerPoint. And here I have the download done. Let me go to show in folder option. I have PPTX available here. Let me double click to open it. And here the document is opened. Let me click on enable editing. Now see how nicely the conversion has been done. We have new slides created with the exact dimension of the document. Let me go to the second slide, and here you can see we have all the extraction done quite nicely. Let me zoom in a little bit, and you can see we can use this text quite easily. I can pick any of these elements, right click, copy, and then I can insert it onto my presentation. If I want to edit it, I can do that quite easily here. Let me say edit, and you can see I can do the editing just as I would do editing to any text in my PowerPoint file. So if you want to pick up any specific quote from a PDF document, or you want to pick up certain formulas which are written in a certain special way in the PDF document, like for example this one, you can always use this method, and that will be a big time saver for you to pick up elements from PDF sources. The final tip for today is how to remove background from an image with a free online app. Here I am on a new slide. Let me insert an image. I'm going to insert an image from stock images right inside PowerPoint. Let me pick up any image. Maybe I can pick up the image of this bird here. I'm going to say insert. Now the image is inserted. If I want this image to occupy the full slide, I can select this, go to crop, aspect ratio, and choose the slide dimension. In this case, it is 16:9. Now it is cropped, and I'm going to extend this entirely to occupy the slide. Now I'm going to save this picture into a location. So I'm going to right click on this, go to save as picture option. I can choose the location. In this case, for ease of access, I'm going to store it on desktop, and I'm going to call this eagle, and let us say save. Now this image in its dimension is stored. Then I go to this free online tool called Remove.bg. BG stands for background, so it is remove background. Now I'm going to upload the image that I just stored. So I'm going to click on upload image option. Let me pick up the eagle image and say open. And here the image is picked up. And in a matter of seconds, the removed background is shown here. You can download this image using one of these two buttons. One is download for free, and the other one is download HD. I click on this option called preview image. I download, and I can use that image, and it is more than adequate for PowerPoint purposes. Once I go to the folder where the image is downloaded, I can right click, copy, and then go to my PowerPoint file, insert a new slide, and I can insert the image. You can see that the dimension may not be really big, but then we can always use it, and you can see that the quality is perfectly fine. So if you want to remove background of an image in a pinch, then Remove.bg can be quite a useful option. So the 5 tips we learned today are how to extract images from a Word document, from a PowerPoint file, from a PDF document, and we also learned how to convert PDF to PowerPoint, and finally we learned about a free app that allows us to remove background from an image. As a teacher, the quality of slides you use determine whether your students pay attention to your presentation or not. If you're someone who wants to make impactful slides, then I highly recommend that you use this resource called PowerPoint Templates Pack for Teachers. It's a useful collection of 140 premium PowerPoint templates that are professionally animated for teachers. I will leave a link to this useful product in the description box below the video. You can click on the link and check out more details about this particular pack for teachers, and it can really change the game in the way you design your lessons using PowerPoint. If you want to develop a strong foundation in 3 important programs, which are PowerPoint, Word, and Excel, then you can go in for our combo course bundle. These 3 foundation courses are bundled together and are available to you at a discount of 20%, and these 3 programs are really elaborate. The PowerPoint course is 13.5 hours of video tutorials, Excel is 15.5 hours, and Word is 8 hours of video tutorials, and you will really get a clear understanding of how to use these programs as a teacher. So go ahead and click on the links in the description box below the video and make your training sessions and teaching sessions interesting. Finally, as always, if you want to sign up for our 25 Creative Ideas free PowerPoint mini training, you can click on the link here. If you like this video, please give this video a like, share it with your friends, leave a comment, and you can also hit the subscribe button to join our 200,000 other subscribers who are taking their PowerPoint skills to the next level by watching our PowerPoint videos on YouTube. To watch our latest PowerPoint video on Presentation Process YouTube channel, you can click on the link here. So go ahead and click on the links in the description box below the video and make your training and teaching presentations interesting. I'll see you in the next video.